So I have an expression right here. Do you see 14x plus 9, blah, 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 blah. Do you see how some of those terms have an x and some of them do not?
No. Wait, what'd you say? Yeah. What'd you say?
Some of those terms have an x and some of them do not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so with your pencil, will you do this with me? Any term that has an x, we're going to put a box around it, okay? So can you please put a box around 14x? Okay. Can you please put a box around the minus 2x? The minus does need to go with it. And can you put a box around the minus 5x? That minus is attached to the 5. Okay. Are those all the x's that you see? Okay. So these are called our variable terms because they are terms with a variable. So in this little bubble right here, I want you to write 14x, comma, minus 2x, comma, and minus 5x. These are our variable terms. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Now, right below it, it says that the coefficient is the number next to the variable. Okay, so Kaden, I have confidence in you. If I'm talking about the term 14x, what's the number next to the variable? What's the number next to the variable? Okay, so this entire number right here, that's the coefficient. Okay, so Emma. No, I'm asking you a question. This second one, what's the coefficient? That negative has to go with it. What did you say, Cash? The coefficient is the number in front of the variable. So if there's an X, a Y, an M, any letter, the coefficient is the number in front of the letter. Okay. So Ruby, what would the coefficient be for this term right here? Yep, this coefficient right here is -5. Now, I understand that when we're looking at this big, long, we're getting there, okay? When you're looking at this big thing, this seems like a subtraction sign, right? But when we're talking about terms, subtracting and a negative, they mean the same thing. You get that? Okay, so you probably need to use all of these numbers in this equation. Okay, you need to use all of these numbers in this equation. Okay. We got it. So when you write the equation, okay. All right. Now with your pencil, please do this with me. Circle the +9, the +8, the +1. Is there a variable with those numbers? No. So those are what we call constants. We don't have to put the plus. What? It's okay. Just write it to the side of it, okay? Or write it way at the bottom. Just write it somewhere where I can find it, okay? What? All right, so let's come down here to number 1. Okay, so in number 1, I'm gonna make a habit just until like we kind of are used to this. I'm gonna put boxes around terms that are alike and circles around terms that are alike, okay? So what's true about both of these terms? Okay, which means they are both, are they? You read my mind. They're also that, yeah. They're both variable terms, okay? So I'm gonna put a box around 11A and plus 4A. 11A and 4A, those are both variable terms because they both have a letter. They both have a variable, okay? Now, do we have any numbers without a variable? Okay, so we do not have any constant terms. Now, let's go back to those variable terms I put in purple. Okay, Kale, what's the coefficient of this variable term? I didn't hear you. What? 11. The number in front of that variable is 11. Okay. Alexander, what about for this one? 4. Good. Well, that one wasn't very exciting because there weren't any constant terms. So now let's talk about number 2. Okay. In number 2, I'm going to put a box around 3x. I'm going to put a box around 7x because those are like terms. They both have x's. Okay. Now it looks like the plus 6 and the minus 4, those don't have x's. So I'm going to circle those so I can see the difference between the two. It is a pattern. I like patterns, Jacob. What? Any pattern. Okay. Jacob, what are our variable terms? Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Our constant terms. Kaylee, what are our constant terms? Oh, Kaylee gets bonus points because she remembered the negative with the 4. That minus sign is attached to the 4, so we got to call it a negative 4. Okay. Now, Kanaya, what would we say our coefficients are?
I didn't even say that thing.
Put it on my computer. Awesome. 3 and 7 are the coefficients. Okay. All right. I want you to try number 3 and number 4. Ready, set, go. You have 60 seconds.
So I guess you just use a pink one. Because that was from the last week. So that's extra back.
Hey, Peyton.
Oh, there you guys.
I'm not comfortable without those.
Okay, I want you to turn to page 20.
I think
You grade it today?
Not right this second, but I will grade it today, yes.
what do we put for the coefficient?
So, Tony, I want you to look up here.
Wait, what's the coefficient?
So, if this was my variable term, 3x, 3 was a coefficient. Okay.
So when you look at
Page 20. Oh, you just. You can just stop. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Reagan, what are our variable terms in number 3? Awesome. Negative 12m and 4m. Caesar, what are our constant terms in number 3? Oh, okay. So I'm asking for the constant terms. Okay. Now I am going to add, Caesar, you need a negative 3. Okay. That minus is attached to the 3. So make sure you have it there. Okay. You didn't say it, but maybe you wrote it. Okay. That needs to be a negative 3. Okay. Lainey, what are our coefficients? Negative 12 and 4. When we look at the numbers in front of the variable, they're negative 12 and 4. Peyton. All right. Let's see. Sophie, what are our variable terms in number 4? Yep. Yes. So I'm going to put just a K right now. And let's already go ahead and talk about this. So did you hear how Sophie said, is it 1K? What's our coefficient for K? It's 1. I know that we don't see a number, but if we don't see a number in front of our variable, our coefficient is 1. All right. Aiden, what are the constant terms in number 4? Good. Thank you for including the negatives, negative 4 and negative 2. Okay. All right. We are going to, I want you to look at the top of page 21. This yellow strip of paper that I'm giving you, you and your partner, looks exactly like the problem at the top of page 21.
Nobody's talking to you often. Nobody keeps saying so. That's 41. Nobody's talking to you either. Hey,
All right, here we go. This is what I want you to do. You and your partner are going to take a pair of scissors, and I'd like you to cut this apart exactly where I made these purple lines.
So like between every
So basically, you're cutting apart the terms.
Cut?
Okay, and just turn off your phone when it happens.
Oh my gosh, it's a bird! Oh no. Okay. It hasn't gone on yet. Wait, what is it? What does it say? I'm gonna read it.
It says this is the test. Okay.
Can people put it in something?
Okay. It's over.
Mine didn't go on. I'm so happy.
Okay, Cash and Kale, you should be setting. Say it was on.
Oh, did you read about the 60 kids that got shot?
What?
So,
And then that was so funny where I got flipped over upside down. Oh, I saw that chart, bro. I was driving because that was
What is happening? Wow. Oh.
What are you doing?
okay,
Let me cut the hill.
so now what I'd like you to do. What I'd like you to do. Hey, make 5. Make 5. What I'd like you to do, you and your partner, I want you to make 2 piles. I want you to make 2 piles. I want you to organize these into 2 piles.
Of what?
Wait, what? What is organizing? What 2000?
Look at my bro. Why is everybody always talking about me? Mine went off.
Oh, you're not left
I
out.
was so good.
Yay! All right. So I'm looking at Tatum and Austin's piles over here. Hey, hey. So Tatum and Austin have 1 pile. Hey, Kale.
Oh, I like it.
I don't think that my voice was yelling.
You get talked at.
Tatum. Okay, Tony. Tony. Kadam and Austin have a pile of 14x minus 2x and minus 5x. That's really great. Okay. Peyton, what's in your other pile? Okay, awesome. So both of those groups made two different piles according to which ones had X's and which ones did not, right? Yes. Yes. So this is what we're going to do. Eventually, we're going to need to combine like terms. So let's write down our expression rearranged like you just did. Okay. So I'm going to write 14x minus 2x minus 5x next to each other. And then I'm going to write plus 9 plus 8 plus 1 next to each other. Can we do that?
I do that at the top because
Sure. If you need to do it above it, that's totally fine. Okay. I need you to write this down though. That's what we did right there. Yes, but now we're actually going to move forward with it. Okay. So yes, we already looked at these terms on page 20. Okay. But now we've cut them apart. We've rearranged them so that we can combine like terms. So what if I ask you to combine 14x minus 2x minus 5? We're going to add or subtract our coefficients together. Okay, so help me out. I need to know what 14 minus 2 minus 5 is. 7. So if I have 14x minus 2x minus 5x, that's going to combine to be 7x. Write it down. Okay, so Emma, help me with that. What's plus 9 plus 8 plus 1? Okay, so these 6 terms combine to be 7x plus 18. That's a terrible 8. Because just so you can tell that it's an 8. Okay. Infinity. Sometimes I don't. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to have you do. Okay. I am going to have you use your shapes to separate the difference between your variables and your constant. Okay. Then I'm going to have you rewrite the order to where your like terms are next to each other. That way it's easier to add them together. Okay. So let's go down to number 11. Okay. Ooh, number 11 has only 2 terms. And what's true about these 2 terms?
They both have the X.
They both have the X. So really, they're already grouped by like terms, right? Okay. Tanaya, what do you think about 4x plus 7x? What could we combine those to be? Okay, 11x. Make sure you put the x with it. 11x. Good.
Can you tell Jacob to stop talking to the people at our table?
Jacob? This guy?
Yeah. I swear.
Okay, let's just.
You're blaming me because you don't like them.
And
don't
Jacob,
like
Jacob.
Oh, that's not like
And number 13, put a box around 7c and plus 11c. Those are both variable terms. Then I want you to put a circle around plus 1 because it doesn't have a letter.
She's going for the touchdown. Cash is going for the touchdown.
It is not 18C because what we're gonna do is we're gonna write 6C plus 11C together and then write the plus 1. Austin, since 6C and 11C are like terms, we're gonna combine those to be 17C. Does the 1 have a C? So we cannot combine it. We just have to drop it down for plus 1. That is the answer, just 17C plus 1. So we're not doing an equation right now. We're just doing expressions. There's no equal sign. We'll get back to that on Tuesday, I promise.
That's all we're doing for now?
That's all we're doing.
So 17C plus 1 is our answer.
That is our answer.
So, we have homework?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have homework.
What?
All right, I want you to go down to number 21. And I want you to put boxes and circles.
What's throwing at No, John, it's in the watch. This was a lot. Yo, he's thinking this is no to me, that's a threat. No, it's not.
Whoa.
Okay, try 21.
It's your mom's threat.
Nice.
Yeah, I know what she wants me to do.
They're so bad.
Oh, I thought you said 11. You won't talk.
Oh. Whoa.
You said what?
Wait, cash. That's a sentence.
If I don't know my dad, I was like born. Like what?
See, you have to turn your light. Yeah.
I'm not even
All right. Okay, if I put a box around plus 4H, what else do I need a box around?
Miss, this is how you do it right
Okay.
now.
Can I put a box around 10?
No.
Can I put a box around minus 1?
No.
But are those like terms?
Yeah.
Those are both constants. Okay. So I'm going to rewrite this as 4H minus 8H.
Let me -4.
Well, look, so yeah, hold on. But what about the 10? What do I put?
A positive.
It is a positive 10, so I'm going to write plus 10 minus 1. Okay. Now, Austin, you said, hey, is this negative 4H? Is he right?
Yeah.
Yep, negative 4H. And Austin says this is 9. Do you agree? Yeah. So minus 4H plus 9, or negative 4H plus 9. That is your answer. That's all we're doing, people. Okay, we're gonna do one more together. Because look at number 23. Oh,
I thought you were gonna mean number like these right here.
we're not gonna. Oh my goodness.
That's not bad.
I know.
It's just you just make them like the same thing, but you have the X's and then the Y's.
Okay. So X's and Y's, are they like terms?
No.
No, so maybe I put boxes around my X terms, and maybe I'll put hearts around my Y terms. Okay, so when I rearrange this, we have negative 8X plus 23X minus 2Y minus 6Y. There's no what, Jacob? There is no constant in this one, no, and that's okay. We won't always have a constant, okay? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine our X's together to be, is this 15X?
Well,
And we're gonna combine these two together to be, so, Sophia, help me out. Minus 2Y minus 6Y. So negative 8Y. There's our answer. 15X minus 8Y. No, we skipped around. Yes, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be when we get into solving our equations, writing that as a minus is probably gonna be easier for us to work with, but it's not wrong. Okay, May 5. May 5. Austin, May 5. That means you put up how many fingers it takes to make 5. Thank you. Shoot. Okay, your homework is on page 22, but I only want you to do the odds. So like 1, 3, 5, 9.